Hey, hello. Welcome.
Hola.
Happy Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Sunday.
Wednesday, Thursday, and
Can't forget about Friday.
Friday, getting down on Fridays.
What's going on, peeps? We're hanging out this Sunday morning. I know it's early. I know it's Sunday. I know people are probably busy, but we just had the time to pop on, so we figured we'd go ahead and get in here and hang out for a little bit. If anybody pops in, that's great. If not, we'll just hang out and talk about random ass bullshit. What I like to
Yeah.
call rab, if you will, robs, RABS.
Yeah, sorry, I was doing the math in my head, but that is correct. But yeah, good morning, everybody. Brad woke my ass up, but our schedules, like when they align, we have to make them align. So we are here. Hopefully, you have your chicken and waffles ready to hang out with us. Please send us some chicken and waffles as well, man. So, Brad, what in the world do you want to talk about today?
Lots of stuff, man. Lots of stuff. We're in the midst of spooky season. Been watching a lot of movies, of course. That's always a big,
Yeah,
area of
sorry,
concern.
I'm getting pretty pissed off with these headphones. So let me try it one more time.
Yeah, yank them out, dude. Yank them out. I know. So while you're fucking around with that, I'm gonna just talk to myself because why not? It's October the 22nd now. We're over 2/3 through the month of October. We've watched a lot of good movies. Some for the first time. Some, you
There
know,
we go.
some of our favorites we've seen as well. I know Birdie's been
Yeah.
watching these tournament flicks, a lot of those for the first time, a lot of those not,
Oh my
man. It's been
god.
fun so far. It's best time of the year, man. It's cold outside. I got some Oktoberfest beers.
Yeah.
Football is on, but nobody really cares about that bullshit.
Nope.
What they like about is just being scared, man.
Dude, definitely being scared, man. And I'm scared for my Chiefs today as we played the Los Angeles Chargers, man. Even though it's a home game, but I'm still scared just because that's a talented team, and you never know. Anybody can beat anybody in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean that'd be a good matchup too, I think. So I
Good for
ditched.
the
I had
fantasy wide receivers, dude. I'm telling you. Remember how I told you all season that you need to get Rashid Rice?
Yeah, I got him, dude.
Yeah, well, I'll let you know right now. I am starting him today because he's playing the 32nd, or pretty much the worst the worst defense against wide receivers in fantasy.
I need to see what's going on. I need to look and see. I know he's starting in a couple of my leagues, but I have him in at least three. So I need to. I might need to
Guess
pop
whose
him.
ass I'm gonna whip today?
Not mine.
Yeah,
I
I'm whipping
need
your
to
ass
set that
today.
lineup for that league. So
I had a great start on Thursday night, man. So no
yeah,
chance. You don't
who'd
even
you have
have a
on
name
Thursday?
tag.
Who'd you have on Thursday?
I'm pretty sure I had freaking Olavier and and the one that's pretty much been taking the league by storm, man. It's that freaking TJ or something, the running back from the Jaguars.
Dude, who the fuck? What do you mean I don't have a name tag? I don't even know what that means.
Dude, we're an Austin Patterson Gold member when Nigel
Oh,
is taking on the henchman. He goes, "Hey, do you know who I am? Do you know how many people I've killed? Look at you. You don't even have a name tag. You stand no chance.
I got to make a couple adjustments now that
Just
could
sit
help me
down."
win this game for sure. Oh, this
Yeah,
one,
man, I
yeah.
already got 35 points already with two people.
Hey, no, I don't want this motherfucker. I don't want that one
Oh, dude,
either.
and you're gonna have to take on Tyreek Hill and Cooper Cup today? Yeah, good luck.
Man, I do. I see a change I need to make. I just don't know if I have the strength to make it. Uh,
I know.
let's see. I don't know, man. We'll have to play around with it here a little bit, but
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I think I got a decent chance. I mean, my team's been decent. Chris is in the house. What's up? Good morning, my friend. We're
Hey,
just
what's up,
hanging around.
Snyder? Sorry to wake you up so early, dude.
Yeah, we were just like, you know what? It's early. I got the kid down for a nap, so it's like it's a good time to do it.
And I
Before the
was
day,
barely up. I was getting ready to watch the fifth itch, but then Brad texted me.
the V-Vidge, man. Okay, so tell me the other day, you watched how many movies on Friday?
Friday, it was my all-time record for horror movies. 7 horror movies in one day.
And you had some long ones in there too, right? You had
Oh,
The
yeah,
Shining in there.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, and I could have broken the more record if I would have gone down the weaker ones, but I figure Friday I was off, and I just figure, go ahead and get the big guns out of the way, like the longer movies. So I obviously The Shining and Doctor Sleep are on the top of that list, which I would go ahead and say damn, it's that damn.
Pop it.
There we go. Oh, I should have done. Remind me to do that. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and say right now, dudes, The Shining and Doctor Sleep, the best double feature in the history of horror movies.
Dude, it's on the list, man. It's on the short list. I think, I love watching those.
That on the list.
Yeah, that's not a bad one, man. I like that, actually. I like the, I don't have a pen, though, but I like that idea. But I think, yeah, I mean, they go really well together, but, man, I still got to kind of lean towards that Halloween 2 combo pack.
Ooh, damn, that's a damn good combo, too.
And even I don't know if I've ever actually done it, but even Halloween 2018 and Kills, I bet it's probably pretty good.
Yeah, 2018 and Kills is another damn good combination too. I'm trying to think. I know what you did last summer, and I still know what you did last summer. Dude, they're fun, and you know what? We can't give away all of our secrets, man. But yeah, definitely put that on the list.
I like Saw 3 and 4. Obviously, even Saw 1 and 2, they go well together.
Feature.
Yeah,
2, 3.
Yeah, 2, 3, 6, 7.
8, 9.
No, those can fuck off. Well, 8. From that standpoint, they can. Yeah, I mean, there's some good ones out there for sure.
Hell yeah. Chris saying, I've been hearing a lot about new movie called Dark Harvest, which I have heard a lot about that too. I would probably check it out either tonight or tomorrow. Have either of you watched that one yet? Nope. But I've been hearing, as of right now, it could be the best horror movie of this year.
Where do we find this movie at?
We have to rent it.
Rent it, okay, nice.
Yeah, which I wouldn't be down to rent it after Fi-Fi tournament because you think I'm rushing all these movies for the 6014 movie tournament. Right after Thursday, I got like Night of the Creeps, Idle Hands, and even Dark Harvest, or even a little movie called When Evil Lurks. That's been going around the circuit as a very damn good horror movie that's going to come on Shudder eventually. So I got a lot on my to watch list for the spooky season, and I only have like a few amount of days to do it.
Wait, When Evil Lurks, is that on Shudder now or no? It's on theaters.
It's going to be on Shudder. I don't know exactly when it's going to be on Shudder. It had a limited theater release, and our friend Jason from Sinister Cinema Reviews, he said it's terrific, and even Drum Dum, Lee said it was really good too.
They're showing it about 40 minutes away from here.
Mm.
But I won't have a chance to go see it. I'll wait for it to drop on Shudder. Hopefully it's this month. That'd be good, man. That sounds cool. I like the sound of that.
Perfect. Dude, especially with the unfortunate, I wouldn't say disappointment, but just after banger on last year on Shudder, this year, it's kind of like Shudder took like a little off season.
I just don't know of any to watch. I haven't really been keeping up with the Shudder stuff, so I don't know.
Only one.
What's good?
The Influencer. I thought that movie was intriguing.
The Influencer.
Mm-hmm. That's the only one that I just like, I'm going to just take time out of my day and watch that. Other than that, any other stuff that came out on Shudder, I'm just like, okay. But like, no thanks. Like, when you pretty much end the year with Christmas Bloody Christmas, like, you got no shot of trying to top that movie. That movie is just hell of fun.
I got to check this out. Influencer, man.
Yeah, dude, it will really influence you.
It was good.
I really enjoyed it. I gave it a solid like 3 out of 5.
That's not bad, man.
3 out of 5 for me is passing.
Yeah, I mean that's a passing score. The critics seem to like it. I don't know.
Brad knows what my 3 out of 5s mean, so that's why he does not sound that optimistic.
Yeah, that's not good. It's not good. If Brett throws out a 3 out of 5, it's not good.
Well, I'm not saying it's not good. I just thought it was an interesting idea. The actress they used in it, like just for some reason, she kind of has like this energy you draw towards her. Like it's hard to explain, man. But if you're just like like, hey, what's on Shudder? Anything new on? Okay, let's watch it. If you got that kind of time on your hands, I'd say give it a watch. And what's the worst thing you could do? Just turn it off midway.
Yeah, and then never watch it again like I did with The Nun.
Never watch again.
Never watching it. Christmas Bloody
Chris, you gotta watch Christmas Bloody Christmas, dude.
I don't even know what that is, to be honest with you.
What? You
But
haven't seen it?
no, but I am excited about.
Oh, such a
Let's
fun
see.
Christmas movie. It's like freaking a Christmas horror movie, taking concepts of the Terminator.
It's not that stupid one with the Grinch in it, was it?
No. That's called The
Uh,
Mean One, and you will put respect on The Mean One's name because I believe that is on Amazon Prime for free or Tubi for free. So, and you still owe
uh,
me a watch of any movie of my choosing. So be careful with how you talk to me.
but here's what I'll say. I'll say that I'm excited for to see that Violent Night movie from last year because I never saw that. I
Wait,
Terminator
with David
Santa.
Harbour?
Yeah, man.
Oh my god, bro.
I've been saving it for Christmas, man.
Ah, dude, talk about freaking a fun ass Christmas movie. That's a fun ass Christmas movie.
Yeah, I've been saving it for Christmas, and I'm excited. Actually, I feel like they've done a really good job of giving us some intriguing Christmas movies over the last couple of years. And this year, we got that one with that RoboCop guy slaying people, like John Wick
Oh,
style, or whatever it was
oh,
called.
dude, that's going to come out on December the 1st.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm
Ooh.
looking forward to that. Um, the guy from Suicide Squad. What the fuck was the name of that movie? Either way,
It's called Silent Night. It's directed by our boy John Woo
that's right. It was John Woo. That was awesome. Yeah, but it
because
also,
John
yeah,
make us go woo.
yeah, dude. I haven't seen a John Woo movie in a while. I know he's been making them, but I haven't really seen one in a while. But
Mhm.
Chris said, "Did you get the Saul 10 yet? Saul X? Not yet, but it's coming. I think I need to pick it up because I want to watch
Oh
it
yeah.
again. I've
Well,
only seen it
that
the one
and
time.
I need to take some clips of it from the Real Horror Awards, and it's really good to actually own it so you can start doing some clipping with it.
That's true. It helps a lot. It helps tremendously. So yeah, that's a
Oh
good
yeah,
bet. Um, yeah, we'll have to jump on that for sure because
but
man,
man,
I've been wanting to watch it again. I remember, dude, I haven't seen it since I saw it that Thursday night, and I've been wanting to.
oh dude, it's yeah. I like to revisit it myself because like I had this and I really hate to like again. This is private, so I think I'm okay to say this. So don't clip it, Chris. Don't you clip it. And the second person that's watching right now, don't clip this. I had a Mexican couple in front of me during this movie, and they were they think they were whispering, but they weren't whispering. So they were speaking in Spanish, which I didn't have a problem with. The only problem I had, of course, was their loud whispering
How do you know they were Mexican, Bert?
because they were speaking. Mhm.
Speaking
Don't they
Spanish? Well,
stop, Brad?
they could have been from a whole slew of countries, but
No,
man,
it's definite. They were definitely of the Hispanic culture.
Hispanic.
Trust, trust me on this.
Yeah,
Trust me on this.
Hispanic is correct.
Yeah. Which again, I don't care if you're Hispanic, Asian, and blah blah blah. If you talking like whisper loud in the theater, I'm not going to be happy.
Yeah. What about the napkin guy from Mission Impossible?
Dude, that guy can just rot in hell. Like, my God. Like, can we do a salt trap with that guy and do like razor blades for like a napkin? Like, "Ah! Ah!" Damn it, brother Fluff. I knew it was you, you asshole.
He was just waiting. He
I
was
know.
sitting there. He was like,
He
I'm
was
gonna
like,
pop. Yeah,
he's a killer shock, man.
yeah. That's what we needed. We needed that in the stream the other night for the tearing it up with the Halloween characters. We needed the shark, whatever Busta Rhymes says. He's a Michael Myers is a shock. He's a
Hmm.
great white in the abyss or whatever. I can't even remember. I hate that fucking movie so much. But uh, yeah, we should have had that as one of the tiers because that's like top tier freaking the top
Dude,
tier description right there.
dude, even though you did a great job coming up with those tier lists, man. And we also had a great time, a very successful stream with that tier list, too. So we were very, very pleased with the results of that stream.
Yeah, we're excited to do the other movies too, man, and get more of those smaller characters in there. You know,
Hmm.
like
Jimmy,
yeah, her and a whole slew of other people, man. You got the cops from Five. You got
fuck
um,
off, Wade.
fuck off Wade guy. You got Wade. Yeah, you got the girl. You got the girl that says it, and you got Wade himself.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun when we get it to that point.
Oh, dude, absolutely. And Chris says, I'm fine if people want to talk during commercials and trailers, but once the movie starts, shut it. Exactly. But here's the thing with these commercials and the trailers, Chris. You can easily tell who the fucking bitches are going to be talking in the movie based off those commercials and trailers. You will easily be able to tell. Like they're okay to do it during that time, but you just will get like a foreshadowing of who are the problem people in the theater are going to be.
I'll tell you, to me, what the most annoying thing is
Cell phone light,
well, yeah. Oh, well, yeah. It goes one thing. This is the age
no
of like.
jalapenos on popcorn.
Now that pisses me off when they go in there. There's no jalapenos ready to go. But I think now it's the age now of like it's the age now where you pre-book your seats. Like you pick your seats when you buy the ticket. So I mean, you
Yes.
don't have to be there like 15, 20 minutes early to make sure you're good. Like you just show up when you can,
Mm-hmm.
and that's great. I mean, I do it all the time. I usually don't show up until like right before the first trailer, sometimes after the first trailer starts. But some people push it, man. Some people wait till the movie actually kicks on, man. And people are still
Oh
filing
yeah.
in. And they got now Oppenheimer was bad because they only showed 2 trailers because I did the 70 mil IMAX. But I
Mm-hmm.
think people were expecting there to be a full batch of trailers. So they showed up 15, 10 minutes into the movie and they're all got their flashlight. Everybody's using their flashlights to try to find their seat and shit. They're walking, they're like looking at their seat number. I'm like, dude, this is ridiculous, man. That's to me has been the most annoying thing as of late is that when I go to now, usually I go like in the middle of the day on Fridays, but
Yeah.
whenever I have to go on a Thursday night or whatever, it's annoying.
Dude, like that's the thing. That's why you show up early so you can be sure you get yourself situated, you get your order because I'm assuming it's an order theater too.
I mean, I just order when I get my ticket up at the front. I don't.
Well, I know, but I'm,
Yeah.
I'm talking about like the Cinnabon bar up at where
Oh,
I'm
no, no,
from.
no. Yeah, I don't go to those theaters. I can't stand it because then people are ordering food and stuff the whole movie. Like, I don't do that. I don't like that.
Yeah. Hey, do
Um,
you know what? Let me actually ask you this: Are you going to be Are you a fan of with the idea that when a movie says it's going to be at 5:30, it starts right at 5:30? Because we don't
uh,
honestly need trailers and all that anymore. Because we get trailers through access of social media and all that. Like, if you want to do like the trailers and the commercials before that 5:30 start time, I'm all for that. But I feel like we need to start doing once it's you put it on your website. This movie is going to be at 5:30. It starts immediately at 5:30.
See, I like the trailers. Like, I think sometimes they get out of hand, especially if you go to like a premium format. Sometimes
Mhm.
they'll show 30 minutes, and that's ridiculous.
Oh,
Like
dude,
30
it's
minutes
so
of trailers.
bad.
Especially if you're about to watch a 2.5, 3 hour movie and then you go to Dolby.
Mhm.
So then they throw all these, like you're already in your seat for 30 minutes before the movie starts. 10, 15 minutes is fine. The theaters I go to are local. They're not AMC or Regal or anything like that. So they usually only show about 7 minutes of preview. And I'm good with it. And I like seeing some of these trailers on the big screen. I remember when I saw the because I usually like, unless it's a big release, I don't really scour the internet and look for trailers these days. I
Mhm.
usually see them at the theater for the first time. And that's what happened with the Exorcist trailer. And I haven't seen the movie yet. It's not even in these theaters anymore. I guess
Yeah.
nobody has interest. But when I saw that trailer for the first time, though, I hadn't seen it yet because it actually dropped on the IMAX first, and I
Mhm.
was kind of blown away. It was a cool experience, and again, especially with the Halloween trailers and all that stuff, it was always fun to see those on the big screen. But they do get out of hand with it, dude. The 30 minutes, and then you have a Nicole Kidman ad that pops up after that. It's like, dude, we've been in here for 30 minutes, and the movie hasn't started yet. But again, that's why, like you say, I don't get there until if now early, like if it's been a few months since I've been to the movies or whatever, I'll get there on time because I like watching the trailers. But if I go 3 or 4 times in a month, I'm usually showing up about 10 minutes late anyway because I don't want to sit through all the same trailers again, and my seat's already there, so it's
You and
fine.
Aaron both, I swear.
Well, there's no need. You've already seen the trailers 8 times. You know you're not missing anything. So just get there. Your seat's there. It's fine. But definitely still before the movie starts.
Mhm. Yeah, like that's not a bad thought to just see some of these badass Blumhouse trailers on the big screen because that's the one thing you can say great about Blumhouse is they're getting the trailers right. For the first one, their second trailers never watch a second trailer of Blumhouse because they pretty much have spoiled the entire plot.
Yeah, they always show like pretty much everything in there.
Yeah,
That's
and
just what they do.
that's what sucks with the trailers in the theater because there's no way to avoid them. You can't just
They're
walk. You just can't get out of your seat and walk out of the theater because what if like your movie's ready to play? You don't know when you're just sitting there like.
well, I'll tell you, when they so for me, I know you told me that second Exorcist trailer did do that. So when we went and saw Saul, I think, um, it came on, but I just didn't really pay attention to it. I just kind of fucked. I was playing around with my popcorn and putting
How the
jalapenos,
hell?
whatever.
Sorry, breaking news, Brad. Freaking Belichick signed an extension with the Patriots.
Hell yeah! At least they can put that to bed.
Oh my god, dude, they're sucking so bad this year.
Maybe they got a plan.
No, they don't. Or as Tony Stark said, it's not a good plan. Yeah, pick out a comment. I know, Chris. Chris, we're gonna get you. Yeah, sorry. When we get into our own little world, man, like we could. It's a dangerous game. We could be talking about like this particular topic for like another 20 minutes. Like,
Yeah, he said he loves picking out seats when you buy tickets. Same, no longer have to worry about whether or not I'm going to get my seats or not. Yeah, that's what I love, man.
unless you have that one asshole, because okay, talking about freaking pet peeves of yours, Brad. You want to know my pet peeves?
What's that?
My pet peeve here, actually, I need to do some artwork. So address more of that, like, because dude, this is actually getting way out of hand. Like, I must be a jinx at the theater. I'm trying.
Okay. He said that drives him nuts. I'm good with a few trailers, but don't say the movie starts at 7 and then start at 7:25. Yeah, dude, it's out of hand sometimes, and that pisses me off. Again, 10, 15 minutes tops. I like 7. Show maybe 3, 4 trailers. But dude, there's times they show like 10, and I'm like, dude, is this ever going to end? And he says, I think we can all agree one thing: as much as we love watching movies on the big screen, the theater experience is not what it used to be. It depends. It depends on the movie. It depends on the crowd. But yeah, that's true. It's to an extent. Like, yeah, nothing's like, remember when those Saw movies were coming out every year back in the day? How much fun that was at the theater, and everybody's all like, oh, and all this. Like, yeah, that doesn't happen as much anymore.
I'll tell you what we need to bring back. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Midnight showings.
Oh, dude, yeah, but I'm not going. I'm not.
I know.
I know.
Like we're old as shit now. Like,
yeah, but that was fun. But even on the school night, I didn't care. When Saw movie dropped at midnight, I was out there. It was great. It was fun, and midnight game releases too used to be a blast. But
dude,
again,
yes.
I wouldn't
Which
be
I
able to
need to
make.
send you money for Modern Warfare 3, by the way. So don't let me forget
Oh
that.
yeah, we need to get that pre-ordered. Exorcist comes out digital on Tuesday. Pre-ordered it. I'm going to watch the movie that day. I'm excited, dude. I was hoping they're not going to put it on Peacock or anything. I guess like they did with the Halloween
They
movies.
are, but not right now, because
Okay.
it is a Universal movie, and they have a certain like extending like length before they're allowed to put it on Peacock. So if I'm a betting man, it'll be the end of November when they do The Exorcist on Peacock, I think.
Yeah, I'll wait for it, man. I'll wait for it.
Freaking
But
Strays is on Peacock.
I'm still interested to see it. I'm just not going to pay for it. Chris is getting more excited about watching it after the reviews have been so divisive. I have a feeling you're going to like it. You might. You might. That's a good point.
I swear, Brad fucking likes it. I'm just done.
I have been meaning to watch Exorcist 3 though.
I'll leave the channel everything if Brad likes The Believer. All because of David Gore agreeing in the Halloween Ends flashback.
Dude, Halloween Ends though. I can't wait. I watched Christine yesterday, which is only the second time I've seen the movie. And the whole time I was sitting there watching, I was like, man, I really want to watch Halloween Ends now. I was like, man, God, I love the movie, Brett, man. I think it's my favorite in the trilogy.
I know it is, and that's what's wrong with it.
It's just a fun time, man. It's got some serious vibes that are unmatched in the other two movies.
Wait, what's Brother Fluff say right here? I usually go to the matinees. I can't see shit when I drive at night. Oh, did I really mispronounce that wrong?
The matinee.
Oh, matinee. Oh, shit. Like, dude, it's in the morning. My caffeine hasn't really kicked in yet, so please forgive me. Okay, dude, you ready for this? I got this amazing artwork right here. This is the movie theater, okay? Here's where I normally love to sit in the theater. Okay, let's just say I can't go to the big 1D, because unfortunately that's what my shitty theater calls our big Dolby experience. It's called the Big D. Fucking embarrassing. Fucking embarrassing. So let's say
I got my ticket for the Big D, dog.
Oh, God. So let's just say it's like a normal theater. For normal theaters, I forgot to draw the little screen right here. So just for artwork, this is the screen right here. These are the seats. And let's say this is the mid-row seats. That's not like the upfront seats. So just play with me. My artwork's not the greatest. So I like oh yeah, that's right. This is fucking StreamYard, so I gotta do everything the opposite way. So normally in a regular theater, I like to sit on the left side. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? The one time StreamYard doesn't do all this bullshit.
It's
Okay.
working. Yeah, that was the left side.
Oh, it was the left?
Yeah.
Okay, on my left. Okay, anyways. So this is where I normally like to sit in a regular theater because when usually here and the screen's here, the exit's right there. So if I had an emergency, I can immediately run out of that exit. No problem. This is where it starts pissing me off. Brad, so if I sit here, okay, here we go. Let's do some math. If I sat here and a couple sat right here, that like this is what it looks like right now. Where in the hell are you going to be sitting?
I'd probably go. Man, I guess I'd probably push it. No, I'd probably go to the back row, probably.
Back row, and where at in the back row?
Honestly, I'd probably take. In this situation, I'd probably just go middle because there's no need. But I'd be
Okay,
at least a row behind and not near anybody.
you're fucking amazing because that's absolutely the correct answer.
Yeah.
Here's what these motherfuckers I've been realizing they've been doing lately. They either choose here or there. They don't do your fucking logic and sit right there because normally, because again, you got no one in front of you, you got nobody behind you, and you're not bothering the person right here. So you chose correctly. You're supposed to be right there, or even right here would be fine. But like people either just choose here or here, and I don't fucking get it.
It
Like,
just depends. It depends because I mean, if that's the theater and that's it, then yeah, they're dumb. If there's a chance more people are going to come in, then I would pick those
yeah, like
still
if it's a
because
full out
I would
movie
like to
like
know because you
Saw, I get
can
it. Like,
basically guarantee nobody's going to sit on at least one side of you. You're good, like, and that's good because I don't like people sitting next to me. But I don't want to risk sitting in the middle if more people are coming in because then you could get swarmed with people, and yeah, I just
yeah,
don't like that.
that I agree.
Um,
That's why I'm always on the outside. Like,
yeah. Now
um,
the visuals are better, the sound's better in the middle, but if it's
of
gonna be a
course.
situation where there's gonna be a lot of people there, the end is good for me. But if I'm the only person there on a Friday, I'll sit in the middle, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I would too. Like, dude,
Yeah.
absolutely. And here's the other deal too. Like, this is freaking the Saw experience I had too. So let me do some math here.
Do, do,
Okay.
do, 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 do.
There we go. See, so we're gonna ignore this side real here. This is pretty much like my Salt X experience. Everybody was on this side of the theater. No one was on this side of the theater. It was the stupidest thing I've ever like had to deal with. Like,
I bet there was a Billy the Puppet over there somewhere that people didn't wanna sit next to.
I guess so, but like, dude, that's what's pissing me off. Like, if there's anything you could get logic with your morning sermon here, for theater, respect and dignity and just smartness, like, just be courteous of where you sit.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I think. I hate when I go in and I got my ticket picked out and there's only 3 people there and, I got my edge seat and then there's a dude that picks the same row like 3 seats over. I'm like, this whole place is wide open. Pick somewhere else, go somewhere else." I'm like, "This is stupid." And I usually just move up a row or whatever because
Yeah,
I'm like,
like,
"It's just me and you
but
in
you
here.
get the
Me.
advantage.
Like, let's
But you
spread
get
out."
Yeah, like you get the advantage though. You get to pick your seats because I know you're fancy as AMC over there because I think it's a beautiful theater when I got to go there. But like, but yeah, you get those assigned seatings. My shitty ass AMC is take it or leave it.
I
And
can't
it's just
dude, I don't know of a single theater that's still like that. That's crazy.
mine is.
I have not bought a ticket in probably 5 years minimum where my seat wasn't picked already.
Well, dude, you're
That's
fucking lucky.
that's crazy, dude. But,
They
whatever.
Do you know what we need to do? And we need to make a trip out of this because I'm tired of seeing other people go. Because lately, our buddies Brayden and Destiny got to do this, and where they're at right now, but they got to go to a freaking Alamo. We need to make a
Ah,
trip to Charlotte and go to an Alamo theater because I hear they are nothing but freaking awesome.
I think that that's a good plan because I think Chris has been to one in Texas, I think,
Uh,
if
oh
I'm not
yeah, our
mistaken.
Chris, yeah.
Yeah. He said it
Hmm.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah, dude, we need to just freaking go. Like, I want to go for a big time movie. I don't want to go just for like the Exorcist Believer. Like, I want to go like when there's the new Halloween movie. I want to go when the next Scream movie is. I just don't want to do it off of a random one.
Dude, how good of Halloween Ends would have been though.
Fuck no.
Uh,
I'm good with my shitty. Hell, if I knew what I knew now, I would just stay home and watch it on the cock.
yeah, dude, absolutely. Uh, Brother Fluss said, "How the hell did John Kramer think that Billy was good for a good puppet for an infant?" I think it's a good plan. You throw that puppet out there early in life. That way, the infant's not scared of anything. You know, it's like
Mm-hmm.
used to it. That's what you're working around as soon as you come out. So nothing else can top that. You're good. Like you're fine. You're going to be a good life, fear free. You're fine. Um, Plus, though, it was kind of epic. I don't know why it still turned out to be creepy, but it looked cool though. It did look cool.
Unless it has the glowing eyes from Jigsaw, then yeah, you just ruin everything magical about that puppet.
That was the stupidest movie, dude.
Dude, I'm just saying this right now. The first Billy the Puppet from the original Saw, that will always be the greatest puppet of all time.
Yeah, definitely. The simple, nothing too crazy. I did want to
Rusty,
check.
ugly looking.
Yeah, here's the one I wanted to check from Chris. He said, here's what he said. I know you guys have been busy watching the Fright Fight movies lately, but what are some spooky season watches you guys have done so far this year? And I know
Talk to this
myself.
man because Brad's
Yeah.
been fucking doing them.
I've been doing plenty, man. I've been watching some of the Fright Fight ones, like obviously the ones I haven't seen, I'm hitting some of the ones I haven't seen in a while, so they have their fair chance. But I'm not watching them all. So I've had a good time so far this month. I can tell you a couple things that I saw for the first time that I really enjoyed. I'll get the list pulled up here. Started off early. I watched The Empty Man on Hulu. Um, I thought that was good. That came out in 2020, and had I watched it in 2020, it would have been pretty high up on my ranking for the year. I thought it was really solid. Creepy, slow burn. It's kind of long, but it's a good movie. Highly recommend. It's on Hulu. I'll tell you a
Oh,
found
dude.
footage movie I watched.
Oh, wait, hold on. But dude, do you know what I just realized with The Empty Man?
Yeah,
The Empty Man released when theaters were empty.
dude, that's where they got the name.
There you go. So there you go. I broke the code, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a good it's like a good mystery thrill, like a thriller, like the it's almost like a detective story, like
So
kind
pretty
of
much
deal.
like Seven and Silence of the Lambs, like that kind of like thriller that mixes
Yeah,
in with the horror ideologies and all
yeah,
that.
kind of like that. It's probably got a little bit more horror elements to it. It has an opening that's
Love it.
fantastic. The first five,
Yes.
10 minutes is fantastic.
Sign me
Um,
up, Daddy.
I saw a good found footage movie that I've heard a lot of buzz about lately. Even though it came out years ago, I've heard a lot of buzz about it lately, and so I gave it a shot. I think it was on Prime. It was As Above, So Below, and I think it's actually, if you guys haven't seen it, it's super creepy. It doesn't have great reviews for whatever reason, probably because it's found footage, but I found it really creepy. I think it's on Prime, whatever it's on. It's leaving soon. I saw that pop up. It said it's going to be gone in a few days. So
Damn.
if you haven't seen it, check it out. Autopsy of Jane Doe. I saw that. I really enjoyed it. I saw half of it before, so it was kind of a weird experience, but I finally
And
watched
all
it.
these movies Brad watched can easily replace a Nosferatu for this tournament that we're watching.
And a couple other things too.
Mhm.
Dude, I tell you what, I watched Carrie again for just the second time. That shot up to be one of my favorite 70s movies, man. I really enjoyed it.
Me too.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
I don't know what it was. Like when I watched it a second time and it just had a different like mind spec about it. Like, dude, it's fucking good, man. Because you know what the best thing they do with that movie is? They
what's
just
that?
make you feel so bad for Carrie and the
Oh
build
yeah.
up to that final act. It's like if you want to be a film director and want to know how you build your story for a third act, Carrie would be the best example to watch a movie about that.
It's a very good example. It's a very tragic story, but it's great. It's got a
Mhm.
little bit of payoff, but
And
it's
it
still very like,
still resolves around our world today. Like that's still an issue at points.
oh, 100%. Yeah, definitely. It's a timeless story. I watched Renfield, didn't really care that much for it. Obviously, totally killer. Everybody's
Really,
seen.
I
Yeah,
thought
it
you
was.
would enjoy our boy Nick Cage.
Well, there wasn't a lot of Nick Cage in there as much as I thought there
That's
would be,
true.
and it just wasn't. I don't know. It
Did
wasn't
you
really
like the
for me.
greatest vampire joke of all time in
Which
that
one was it?
movie? It's the one when I know Snyder has seen it. So Brother Fluff, if you're in here, if you've not seen it, just earmuffs for a couple of seconds. It's the one where Dracula is in the apartment and goes, Wait a minute, how did you get in here? I didn't invite you in. Check your doormat. And the
Oh
doormat
yeah,
says, come on in.
yeah. There was a couple funny
Other than
moments. I just
that, it's just okay for me. I agree with you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it again, I don't think. Um, Along those lines, I did see Mandy for the first time, interesting. I don't know about it yet, though. I still Really Killer, everybody loved that. Suspiria, I watched for the first time, that's on the list. I actually enjoyed that quite a bit, but I think the remake is actually better, it's got a better story, but this one had more style. The original
Mhm.
one did from the '70s.
Gelato.
Yeah, it
Well,
was,
no, not gelato. Yeah, giallo. I'm trying not to say ice cream in Italian.
you did do
Um,
that.
yeah, I know I did do that. I just try, but you know what I
Giallo.
mean. It's Italian horror filmmaking.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. Obviously, The Loved Ones. Finally saw that. That's actually because that scratch off list that Birdie got me for Christmas. I think
Mhm.
he was on there. That was a fucking wild ride, man. That was a wild one. I really dug it though. It took some turns. At first, I didn't know about it, which direction it was going to go, but it goes places, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, one of
Uh,
my favorite Austria movies.
Dude, yeah, and I've been
It's
there's been a lot
Australian.
of those. Yeah, there's been well, yeah, but Australian though, there's a lot of them that's been popping up recently for me, and yeah, I really enjoyed. But Dawn of the Dead, I rewatched that, the one Zack Snyder's version, liked it a lot more the second time too with that one.
Mhm.
Um, Invisible Man is one. It's not on our bracket for whatever reason, but I rewatched
Should
it.
be in.
It's yeah, it's go. I actually think that I was telling the boys this when I was watching it. I think Lee Winnell might be better than James Wan. Like he, at least from a
This
style
is where
standpoint,
I leave.
he's got more style. You know, he's got more of an identity. When you're watching a Lee Winnell film, you could almost you can see his work in there. You can identify that. Whereas James Wan can kind of seem a little bit more generic with the movies that he does. Conjuring, Insidious, they're great. They're like 5-star generic movies, but the stories themselves are basic. Whereas Lee Winnell's comes in and gives you an interesting story with a lot of symbolism and themes and
Mhm.
all kinds of stuff.
Especially
So
with Invisible Man, how it relates to our world as well. It's like the time that movie came out, which unfortunately it came out during the Global Bastard era. It's
yeah,
like it was like the movie that started it all, really. So again, never ironic of the Invisible Man, the Invisible Theater. So
that's
there you
true.
go.
The
Uh,
Invisible Man and the Empty Man came out the same year, and it was when nobody was like,
What's also funny is this movie called Fantasy Island that came out, and
"Oh my gosh."
Empty Theater is just a fantasy. Okay, I'll stop with all that. But no, Brad's right though. Again, I wish Invisible Man could have made our tournament, but dude, that's just why our tournament is so hard because there's so many movies that deserve to be in this tournament. But unfortunately, we cannot fit them all in.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough for sure. But I just like, and that's another thing you see in Lee Winnell movies is performances, and you'll get those. And I thought that Elizabeth Moss was great, and also the dude in Upgrade. I mean, great flick. Which speaking of him, he was in Invitation too. I saw that too. That was a good one. Highly
Mhm.
recommend. Lake Mungo, I watched Friday. But here's another big surprise for me was one I watched the other day called Cam. It's on Netflix from 2018, 2017, 2018. That's
2018, I
another
think.
that's another one I got off this list, scratch off list. And I thought I've seen it on Netflix before. I was like, oh, this just looks like a trashy horror movie or whatever. Then I saw it on the list and it intrigued me, so I watched it. Dude, it was creepy. It was actually a really solid movie, surprisingly. And it's got serious Black Mirror vibes to it, but it was awesome. If you haven't seen it, if you've looked over it, check it out. It's on Netflix, and that's pretty much where we're at. I mean, there's some other things on there, Final Destination, Christine, a few other things I've rewatched, but
Oh
those are
my
the ones that
god,
stood
Final
out.
Destination. That
That
I'm
movie
gonna be
has
honest with you, that was a rough watch. To me, for the most surprising rough watch in the entire bracket, it's Final Destination. There were so many times I wanted to turn it off.
Carter, you dick.
Carter, you dick! Like here's the deal: the concept was fantastic. It's just we had bad characters, horrible CGI of the shadowy figure of Death, where he obviously, Death is in the room, which I would have loved that they did not do that. And you just use your theater to mind, like, oh, Death is in this room, or is it in this room? Like, you do not know. Like, and I love to create more of that, like, kind of like the theater of the mind aspect to it. But other than that, man, again, with the poor characters and with how they complicated things in the third act, like, it totally lost me, dude.
I think it just hasn't aged well. It's really corny. A lot of the
That too.
dialogue and the people, like the back and forth. It's just weird. And the kill, the bathtub kill with the dude choking out
Oh,
on the
so
clothesline. It
stupid.
was it was the dumbest kill I've seen in a long time. I remembered it being a lot more effective than it was, like actually making sense. But looking at it now, it's just this is stupid. and it, I guess they've made more movies. They've came up with a lot more creative kills since then. But looking back now, it wasn't good. But I still, it gets pretty much a 3.5, but just because it's the idea that it created. But I don't think it's the best one in the franchise. I wouldn't say that.
No,
I
I'll
don't
be
know what.
honest with you. I think 3 or 5 might be the best in the franchise.
Yeah, those were both good, and even two maybe.
Two's a
You have to,
solid one.
yeah. I'd have to think back on it. I haven't seen. I don't
Be a
go to
fun
those all
watch
too
party
frequently,
series.
but yeah, it would. I watched three a lot though, when it came out, and I haven't seen it in a while. But I think you're probably right. Three or five.
Mm-hmm. And Chris is saying they're playing Final Destination Marathon today, but right now they're playing a movie called H2 No. I never heard of H2 No. Are you making a joke calling like it's that H2O? He's saying H2
Oh, H2 No?
No.
Yeah,
Like,
I bet that's what's going on down there. I was
yeah,
thinking
which
H2 New Orleans at first. I was like, "Is there an H2 setting?"
dude, that would be an awesome Halloween movie. Do it
Yeah.
during Mardi Gras and Michael just like getting the bees tossed over and Michael goes, bam.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, he
yeah.
meant Halloween H2O. So
I haven't really watched, anyhow, I watched the first Halloween, last week, but that's the only one I've seen so far this month. I do wanna run through that new trilogy, I think, because I just wanna watch Halloween Ends again. I guess I could just
I'm
go watch that, but
I'm gonna be honest with you. One of my first immediate watches after this tournament's over is Halloween Kills for some reason.
just feeling it, man, just vibing with it.
Dude, I'll tell you, that movie goes up for me because I just accept it for what it is, like
Yeah, just a
versus of
sleigh
what it's
sesh.
supposed to be.
Right. Yeah, it's a sleigh sesh, and it's good for that. It's just a fun
Hmm.
Michael Myers movie. Like, you don't have to get you don't it doesn't get bogged down with story. You just throw him out
Which
there
it
and you
should
just
have
slice him.
for a trilogy, but like if it was its own solo movie, it could be one of the best Michael Myers movies we've ever got.
Yeah, I mean, he's just out there slaying it, and that's all you got. I mean, you just gotta see Michael Myers doing his thing, and it's fun.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, I think it's a good bet.
Oh, dude, abso-freaking-lutely. And Brother Fluff says, two has the most memorable kill. Everyone I know refuses to drive behind log trucks because of it. Dude, that is the only time in my like driving career, like anytime I see one, it's the only time I go 100 miles an hour.
Dude, and here's the thing, man, about that kill is it's so, like, iconic. You got, like, even non-horror fans recognize that, and
Hmm.
they don't get behind those vehicles because of that scene. Like, even just random people, they're like, "Oh," that I never even expected to watch a horror movie, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna get behind this. Have you seen Final Destination 2?" And I'm like, "Damn, dude, nice." It really made it out there. So, yeah, yeah, it's pretty iconic and creative. That opening kill in Final Destination 2 was awesome. The
Dude,
one on
it's
the
definitely it might be the best opening kill in the entire, which that'll be another ranking we'll do too.
yeah.
It's like ranking the openings and of Final Destination. And yeah, I agree, Vo. I think the log truck is definitely the best. I think there's no denying it. And plus that's the other thing of why we did include Final Destination into our tournament, which if I had to redo it over, I think me and Brad could both agree it would not make this tournament.
Yeah.
The only reason it does is mainly just based on the concept of how original and great of an idea it was for its time.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it spawned the franchise, and it is still really creative.
And we're
You
gonna
know,
get a
if
new one hopefully next year too. So fingers
yeah.
crossed.
Yeah, dude, I'm down. If they wanna keep making them, they're fun. Like, especially those first and one thing the first one did really good job, and, a lot of the ones after is building suspense,
Hmm.
especially when you know what things are about to start happening. Like, they can really drag that out as long as they want to for some of the kills, and it really pays off.
Dude,
So,
especially the freaking garbage disposal. Like I have not that's my biggest fear, man. When I put my hand for a garbage disposal when I have to, which is not very often.
yeah, you don't wanna do it too often. I don't like doing it either, but, it
You'll be
happens.
Brad in the corner going.
Wouldn't be the first time. Wouldn't be the first time
Oh
that I
yeah.
stuck Bert's hand in the garbage disposal.
Oh, dude, that's the other thing. Chris, I'm glad you brought this up because this was on. Speaking of Halloween Kills, like I'm going to make a Halloween day of two movies. It's going to be Halloween Kills and Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 because I did something very that Brad would not like. Well, I think Brad will respect it, but I don't think he would be fully a fan of. You want to know what that is, Brad?
What's that?
I officially did it. I put Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 as my number one Halloween movie.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm telling you, and you could thank any bracket from '78 because of it. That's the only reason.
Hey man, I don't whatever, man, teach their own. If
Yeah,
that's
Brad says you're fucking wrong, but
if that's hey
but
man,
no, but dude, I
you're
just
not
can't help
alone.
it, man. It's just Rob Zombie accepted the challenge of making an original Halloween movie. He fucking did. He tackled PTSD perfectly of like bringing people that don't have really much knowledge about it, more knowledge about it. Dude, it's just all of it's just fucking perfect, dude.
Yeah, it's a great flick, man. I love the hell out of it. I think ends though is my number two.
Oh my god. Okay, this is where I'll be leaving.
I'm just kidding. It is my top five though. I don't know exactly where. I need to
Dude,
watch them all again.
I know I give people much shit, but here's the deal. If you love how it ends, great for you. Just because, again, if you all are fans of it, the movie still stays alive. And I want all movies to succeed, unless if you're a piece of shit like Salva or something like that. Like, but other than that, David Going Green, I'm glad you're having somewhat success with ends. Even with how Exorcist Believer, I wanted that movie to succeed, but man, that's what happens when you mess with perfection.
Yeah, they just from the sound of it, they just needed to do a different story. Like you could have done an Exorcist thing.
Easy.
You just didn't. You didn't have to make it so safe.
Could
From
have
what
done the
I've
John
heard.
Carpenter route and just do like a different demon with like each movie or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah, could have been cool. You could have been. Yeah, you didn't have to go back. Like there were other ways you could have brought back. I can't say anything because I haven't seen the movie. So
Yeah,
I
which God bless your soul.
yeah.
Lamontra, what's going on, dude? How are you doing? And if you have any
Happy Sunday,
questions,
my
please
man.
let us know because we got about like 13 minutes left. So if y'all have any last minute questions, please let us know. And
Yeah,
Perfect Plus
and
said, "Oh, go ahead, Brad. I'm sorry.
oh yeah, go ahead and go ahead and
No, I was just going to address this comment. So you go
yeah,
ahead,
go
whatever
ahead, hit it,
you
hit
had
it,
on your
hit it,
mind."
Chewy, hit it, hit it, hit it,
Yeah. Uh,
hit it.
you mentioned Lake Munro earlier. As a parent, it's such a rough watch.
It is. Yeah, it's it, that's an interesting movie though. It was yes, it is fluff for sure for that. But like just speaking about the movie is dude, the way it was presented was it took I don't know. I'm still kind of weird, feeling weird about it. I liked it. I enjoyed it. There were scenes that were genuinely like really creepy, and just freaky looking and stuff. I just don't know how often I can watch that movie though. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
it's got that kind of vibe. For yes, because A, it's a rough watch, but B, for that reason, just the way it's presented, these interviews, this documentary style, it's just weird. And it's kind of long for being a movie like that. I think it could have been a little shorter, but it was creepy. I liked it. I mean, it was original for sure, and I loved it for that.
Mhm. Yeah, do you know what? It could actually be shorter. And I watched a movie yesterday, Poltergeist. I felt like the extra 20 minutes of that movie was unnecessary.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a while, and I thought about watching it again for the tournament, but I think it's going up against like Nightmare on Elm Street.
I got it right.
It's
Yeah, homie,
it's
I got
Nightmare
it
on Elm Street.
right here.
Not gonna
Yeah,
win that. Yeah, it's not gonna
no.
win that matchup. So I'm not even gonna bother. I've never been a huge Poltergeist fan. I mean, it's a fun movie. It's not, I don't think it's bad. It's just not one that I watch all too often. I've only seen it like twice. So
Mhm.
whatever.
So Chris, oh, first of all, Chris says Halloween 4 is his number one Halloween movie in the franchise.
I like that. I like that.
That's a
A
good
lot of
one.
people, yeah, a lot of people have four at number one. I think that's a
Celebrated its
good.
anniversary, I believe, yesterday too.
Yep, it did. It was recently for sure. And
Yeah,
something else
because
had an
that is going to be
anniversary.
well, actually, Halloween 4 will be talked about on the Back from the Dead episode. Not today, but next Sunday.
I think something else just had a. House of a Thousand Corpses just had an anniversary. 20 years.
Yeah. Wait, 20 years?
Yeah.
Well, it was like back in March or something like that because I remember we did talk about it.
It
Um,
might have been. I don't know. I just know Rob Zombie posted today that they
Halloween
had a screening.
2018 had his 5 year a couple of days ago.
Yeah, which is crazy. But Rob Zombie, I saw on his page, Facebook, Twitter, something. I don't know. They just had a screening, a 20-year anniversary screening for it last night.
Yeah.
Um, It looked
Oh
cool.
yeah, okay. I
It would've been
remember
fun.
now. It was around like the March area, March April area when House of a Thousand Corpses did came out for his 20th. But yeah, what you're saying is that they're doing like a Halloween special 20th anniversary showing of the
Yeah.
movie.
Right. Yeah, it looked cool. And they're doing
Oh
Devil's
yeah.
Rejects tonight, he said.
Oh dude, which you
Good
know
for
what?
those
I
people.
might add that to the watch list today.
I watched about half of it the other day.
Yeah, I saw you were eyeing on it, man.
Yeah,
So because I know how much you love that movie, and that was the winner of our first ever Summer Slash tournament.
it was,
To everybody's
surprisingly.
surprisement.
Yeah, except for
Uh,
mine.
of course. Chris Snyder says, "What are your guys' plans for Halloween?" Mine's easy. I'm just gonna be watching. Well, I can't watch your next because usually I always save your next for Halloween. But I already watched it for the tournament. So I am gonna still go with one of my Halloween yearly watches of Tim Burton's A Nightmare Before Christmas. I always watch that every October 31st. But I'll find a couple other movies then and there. I might save Night of the Creeps maybe for that day as well. So, Brad, what are you going to do on October 31st?
Probably gonna watch. Already watched Halloween. I might do.
Luckily, that's our off day for YouTubing. It's on Tuesdays.
Yeah, I'll probably watch. I might watch Halloween 2 from '81. I don't know. We'll see. Probably gonna be watching a Halloween movie, maybe two. I don't know which ones yet.
Okay.
So yeah, it'd be fun. We'll have some candy.
Candy. Is your
Yeah,
neighborhood pretty busy on Halloween?
it's been a little bit more busy the last few years. Yeah,
Lucky.
yeah.
See, I would love to have that. I feel like my theater's dead. Or not my theater. My neighborhood is dead.
Everybody goes to freaking Cross Creek. That's why over there.
Oh,
I
I
bet.
know, dang gum. Like, and you know, like, do you remember when I first moved in there, 2018, and I had like my freaking Halloween bowl sat there. I was sitting out there. I was waiting on people. Only had like 5 total kids in the total of like 4 hours. I was
Wow.
so heartbroken. I've not done it ever since.
Yeah.
My neighbor's badass because they just set up their Halloween stuff outside. So maybe if they can lure some people next year, I'll go all out. But
Yeah.
here's the main deal: I need to win like a sweepstakes over at Spirit of Halloween, so I can buy all those cool electronics and everything.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man. I'd like to buy something too.
Dude, eventually, dude, or we
Yeah.
could just freaking just combine our powers and open up our own haunted house.
Yeah, that'd be
Because
epic, man.
that's the thing I want to do the most right now. I want to go to a haunted house. I haven't been in years.
Yeah, we thought about going to Dead Man's Farm when we were up there a couple weeks ago, but we didn't. So
No, dude,
I
and
haven't been.
here's the thing: like, I love Dead Man's Farm, but I've been there so much. I already know what they freaking do already. I just want to go to a new one.
Yeah, I haven't been to Frightmare in a while. Um,
I know what we'll be doing next year, hopefully.
yeah, I hope so. They have
Yeah,
one down here. Chris came down last year or the year before, and we did one down
I would
here. That was
love
fun.
to have gone to that one. I'm so mad you all got to go.
It was cool.
I was happy for you guys, but I was also mad too because, like I said, dude, that's something I want to fucking do.
Yeah, it looked cool, man. It had that freaking flamethrower out in front and stuff. It was pretty epic.
Let's see here. What Snyder says haunted attractions is my favorite thing to do around Halloween. Haunted corn mazes. See, that's actually a thing. I've never done a haunted corn maze before, so
Hey,
that'd
you're
be
close to
something I
one.
would love. Yeah, I know. I am close to one, so
Our
like I
boy,
just need to do it.
our boy Cole Loveday on the channel here. He helps operate it, I think. Or
Oh, does he? I didn't know that,
I think he at least he used to. I don't know. He helps with the maintenance at least.
dude. I need to freaking hit him up with that, dude, because that sounds
I
like a
might be
lot of fun to do.
Yeah, I might be off on that, but I feel like that was the case.
But also too, I saw it on TikTok too that somebody opened up a paintball zombie where they put you on this bus with all these paintball stuff and they drive you through like this obstacle course thing,
Yeah,
and they
they
zombies will come out of the woods and it's freaking neon too, so you get to actually see all the neon splatters and all that. It's the coolest TikTok video I've ever seen.
they do that at Dead Man's Farm, or they used to. I don't know if they
Oh
still
shit,
do.
they did. Yeah.
Yeah,
I just
they
thought
might.
I was going to get hit with the paintball, not the zombie.
No,
But now
you
I know
shoot the
about the
zombies. Yeah,
zombies are going to get hit. I
yeah,
want to do it.
yeah. That's it's a good one, man. I think that I always liked that one more than Frightmare. I thought it was a little bit more organized, but
Well, that was the
nonetheless,
one you also kidnapped me too. So
that's true. It's a good one. It's fun.
this motherfucker right here, kidnapped my ass because he convinced me we were going to go to Mississippi for a Tennessee Mississippi game. I'm like, dude, this is going to be awesome. This is my best friend in the world. And then all of a sudden, we went to a place like up north versus south. I'm like, Brad, where are we going? He's like, just wait. Just
Well, because
wait.
you were too scared to go.
Of course
That
I
was like
was.
that was your first one, and that was like right. It was like 2015, 2014, maybe. And
It
you
was
were
somewhere around that time. But dude, do you
yeah.
know what scared me even more? First off, you made me meet you in a freaking Target parking lot, which was random as fuck. Like that
Yeah,
was
well, I
so
mean,
it was
it's a
so
good
random as
spot.
fuck. And
I said,
second,
"Pack
the
your
most
damn bag.
embarrassing
We're going to
story,
Mississippi."
dude, the most embarrassing thing ever was to go home and tell my mom, I got kidnapped. Uh, and I just lied, and she saw for my bullshit lie because A, she smelled the smoke on me because there was smoke everywhere.
Yeah.
So like, dude, that was such an embarrassing day. Just to talk to, well, not lie because of that, but just trying to lie to my mom, and that I should have never done that. But I also didn't want to worry her too about the word kidnap because that's legitimately what you did.
I
You
mean,
held
it
me
was
against my
consensual.
will.
It was misleading. Let's say that.
No, it was totally kidnapping, so I could easily charge your ass. But you know what? I'm glad you did it though. Had a great time.
Yeah, and you went back, and next year you paid the extra money, so they threw you in a coffin. So yeah, it was all worth
Dude,
it.
and I fucking laughed my ass off. It was great.
Sometimes you just got to get the motivation. So it worked. We did it, and now you like it. And yeah,
Yeah.
I would like to go. I haven't been since Chris came down for that one, so I would love to go to one.
I think that was 2
And
years ago.
it might, yeah, I think it was. Sounds, yeah, it definitely wouldn't have been last year. So I think you're right. It would have been 2 years ago.
That's
Uh,
from my
yeah,
recollection.
yeah. So that
But
was right. Yeah. So it was. Yeah, I definitely think that it would be a fun thing to do, for sure.
mhm, absolutely. So, guys, we're about to wrap things up here. So, any immediately like rapid fire questions you all have, go right ahead. Until then, just again a friendly reminder, Brad, what is coming up on Thursday? Finally, it's here.
The Fright Fight tournament. We're going to be picking out the best horror movie of all time. We need you all there for that. Now, listen, this was something I was going to say a minute ago, and I forgot. For the Patreons, you guys here today,
Yes.
we have been behind on our Patreon videos and stuff. But a big reason why is because the last couple polls we put out to do the videos, there hasn't really been any response on it. Not the only reason, but there hasn't been a lot of nominations and stuff to vote on. So,
Yeah,
um,
interactions, and I'm glad you brought that up. Sorry to cut you off, but I'm glad you brought that up too because I actually been realizing, or been just noticing a lot from our fellow YouTubers. They're slowly leaving Patreon for YouTube membership, which is a big jump to do that. But the reason they do it is because it's better communication wise, like for the YouTubing and everything. And I know, but the only bad thing is YouTube takes more money. But
yeah, those
that's the
bitches.
only bad thing about that. But possibly
Yeah,
maybe like we'll do our discussions towards
yeah,
the end of the year on that. But yeah, with Patreon, I know life has been crazy, and we apologize for that. And we'll find a way to get back better than ever to
yeah.
reward you guys. Like
So yeah,
we're gonna be talking about it in our like end of the year meeting stuff.
probably November. We'll kind of start. We'll probably just pick everything back up on the perks.
Hmm.
We'll start the polls again and everything like that for the nominations. We just tell your friends to. I know you guys are usually pretty good about getting stuff in there. Chris, I know for sure, and Brother Fluff from
Yeah.
the Monterey, we usually get
And
stuff back.
people just want us to go just support too, and that's
Yeah,
okay too. But we
yeah.
also just want that interaction too.
Yeah, so it's yeah, so tell your friends, let us know. Obviously, because the more interaction we can have, the more we can do. It's just
Hmm.
yeah.
And that's
Um,
why I brought up YouTubing as well, Brad, because I do know I've been seeing that more people interact on YouTube than Patreon too.
cool, good to know. Good to know. Well, we might end up doing that too. We'll have to take a look at everything.
Yeah,
Might be easier.
then we're gonna do end of the year stuff. And Brother Fluff, I'll answer this quick. I'm gonna do everything I can to like not mention this kind of business like on the Goodwill channel, but I
Oh,
will
no
for
worries,
you
dude. Go
since
ahead.
you're a Patreon. When's the first wrestling podcast? My plan is I would say my plan is when after Crown Jewel is over. So next week, next Saturday is Crown Jewel for November the 2nd. My plan is to after Crown Jewel let Raw and SmackDown happen, and then that's when I start. And my plan is to do releases on Saturdays, so y'all can have it on that Saturday, or you can even listen to it on Monday as the new week of wrestling happens. So that is my goal to do that, which I'm glad you brought that up too. Before I even hit live on this stream, I bought my official theme song to the podcast too. So I'm
Whoop,
very
whoop.
excited. More than anything, I'm appreciative of Brad for understanding of me doing this a little adventure. But don't worry, though, guys. Good Real Hunting, it's still numero uno, and it will always be numero uno to my importance.
Hell yeah, dude. Sounds good, man. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. And then also, we mentioned Fright Night. Again, this is going to be this Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. And then we got Back from the Dead with the show me and Destiny do for horror movie anniversaries. That is going to be not today, but next Sunday at a special start time at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, too. So we're excited for that. And quick question. Where do you guys for theme music to avoid copyright claims? Brad, you did our theme song for the latest Good Real Hunting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The so honestly, the YouTube library has a shit ton. It's greatly revamped. If you're in a YouTube studio, you can find it on the left side of the page on the computer. They've greatly revamped it to
Here, I'll see. I'll pull it up real quick, and then we'll go after this because
yeah,
I
it
know
used
you
to
got
be
to get
pretty
back to
basic,
it.
but they've added a lot of music in there that you can use, and it'll let you know if you can use it. Sometimes they'll do a profit share with the artist, like, or something like that. If you know,
And all
if
you
it's
got
a
to do is
monetized.
challenge it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's part of the agreement too. They'll say you can use it, but we're going to take some of your profit. Or whatever. But a lot of them are just completely fair use. You can use all of them. It'll let you know. Just get on there and play around. That's where we usually find music when we need to, though.
Yeah.
And just kind of
It's
read
this
through it.
tab right here.
Yeah. Creator music. Yeah. So yeah, there's a big library in there of actual songs and stuff too. You can
Paid,
use.
free, revenue share.
Yep, there's the revenue share. Those are all good. You can use. These are free ones, copyright free, and then you can buy one too here as well.
Oh,
So
even though
it's
this is free right now, right here. So
yeah,
we might need to take I might need to take a gander at this because I'm looking for 2 additional songs to go with my theme song.
yeah. There's a lot of stuff in there. So it's yeah, it's nice.
Hell yeah. So Brad, anything else?
No, I think we're good, man.
Alrighty, so wait a minute. Can you put up a link to Five Bracket? Brother Fluff, I will send that to you immediately through Facebook Messenger right now for you. So
Whoop,
I'll
whoop.
take care of that for you because we got to skedaddle. I got to get the witch in before NFL Sunday starts because I always take a break off from anything YouTube related on Sundays, and I need to do it before. And plus, Brad, it is VVITCH.
Yes, it is, but only for you.
Yeah, so guys, we're going to go ahead and skedaddle. Thank you all for being our amazing Patreons and YouTube members and being the official backbone of this channel. And we will see you in November for the next one.
Peace out.
Peace.